U.S. government and of course all of its employees appear to have changed their minds on cryptocurrencies during the past 24 hours. We are aware that this government is quite optimistic about cryptocurrency in general, but this is nothing in comparison to the kinds of discussions they have been having in the past 24 hours. Numerous significant events are currently taking place that will have a significant impact on the markets. Therefore, we have a lot to cover in today's video. Therefore, please make sure that 50% of you who I know are not subscribers click the subscribe button, press the like button to ensure that everyone sees it. Then, let's start by watching the video. I would like to discuss this. In his own words, President Trump just announced his Liberation Day for America. He claims that every nation in the world has stolen from America and that April 2nd will be a fantastic day because it will mark the implementation of reciprocal tariffs for all nations worldwide. What does this look like exactly now? Well, hefty taxes will be imposed on all European auto manufacturers. Massive tariffs will be imposed on China in a number of sectors, including agriculture. The problem with this is that because the U.S. trades with each nation in a slightly different way, each nation has imposed slightly different tariffs on the U.S. Tariffs are typically imposed on very specific industries as a kind of retaliation to make sure that you are essentially harming the other side's economy in the same ways that they are harming yours. Additionally, Donald Trump is now imposing universal reciprocal U.S. tariffs on everything. This means that reciprocal tariffs will increase if someone decides tomorrow to begin targeting the U.S. agricultural sector with their tariffs, and so forth, and for the foreseeable future it will continue to occur. This is really fascinating now. This is basically Donald Trump saying, okay, listen, you can take everything away from me, but you'll only get the same thing back, and it's going to be a never-ending cycle. I have the world's largest economy. Bro, come at me. This is basically what the United States is doing. Now let's see how this will ultimately turn out. Nobody really knows, but we do know that every time tariffs have been imposed in the past, the entire cryptocurrency industry has experienced severe market collapses. Every day that we had tariffs going live, we experienced some of our worst red days. On several days, we dropped by almost 30% before swiftly rising again. And the market does have a great deal of opportunities because of this, things I will discuss at the conclusion of this video. So be sure to keep watching, since there is a real chance for every one of you to earn tens of thousands of dollars. And you can earn much more than that if you have, say, 6 figures in the bank. All right, so we will be getting to it pretty shortly. However, because it all kind of connects, we first had the opportunity to discuss the U.S. government and its other initiatives in the crypto area. This is going to be really, really important. First off, the United States government has removed its ban and financial sanctions on Tornado. You may be wondering why this is so large. This is really important for decentralization. In essence, the Tornado currency existed so that individuals could put money into the Tornado mixer and then take it out of a different wallet without anybody knowing who or what the wallet was. This is excellent since it basically indicates that the U.S. government supports decentralization. Cryptocurrency owners genuinely need and desire this. For Bitcoin owners, having self-custody, retaining your right to privacy, and not having total control over everything are all crucial. Therefore, it is impossible to overstate how much of a positive step this represents. And for XRP, this is truly going to be fantastic. We'll discuss why in a moment. Bitcoin is digital gold and ought to be handled as such, according to President Trump's executive director of digital assets. David Sachs, Cynthia Lummis, and numerous more are coming out with big ideas for the cryptocurrency business. Additionally, I wanted to draw attention to Cynthia Lummis's recent remarks regarding the U.S. government's need to sell its gold and purchase Bitcoin. Listen up, I'm a big fan of gold. Gold is fantastic in my opinion. Additionally, I think cryptocurrencies are fantastic in general. Both, in my opinion, are good. The U.S. government shouldn't sell all of its gold and use the proceeds to purchase Bitcoin, in my opinion. Nevertheless, it is impossible to overlook what senators in the U.S. government are attempting to do. I want to quickly listen to Senator Cynthia Lummis's statement before discussing the possible implications. In order to supplement it in a way that gives the U.S. government legal right to seize gold certificates that we own, we hold them at a value that was, I believe, $46 per ounce in 1974. We then bring them up to market value and use that money to purchase Bitcoin. That would likely allow us to purchase 200,000 Bitcoin annually for 5 years, retain them for 20 years, and do so without spending any additional tax dollars. So, this is very feasible. What to do in August? This is very amazing, isn't it? To be clear, Cynthia Loomis is not advocating for the sale of all U.S. government gold in order to use it solely to purchase Bitcoin. In essence, they are using the proceeds from the sale of these particular bonds to purchase Bitcoin. The taxpayer won't be impacted by this, and it will generate a staggering 200,000 Bitcoin year for 5 years. Then, like she said, simply retain that for 20 years. Additionally, the U.S. government could buy Bitcoin in other ways at the same time, perhaps even with taxpayer funds or other government revenues. Nevertheless, it's really great to see that Senator Cynthia Loomis is considering these kinds of tactics. To have a significant impact on Bitcoin, government employees need to have this kind of mentality. Indeed, the entire amount of money invested in Bitcoin will eventually affect the other cryptocurrencies as well. And you may be sure that they will do more than simply purchase Bitcoin. They intend to purchase XRP. As part of their U.S. strategic reserve, they want to purchase all of the top cryptocurrencies they listed, including XRP and a few other well-known ones. I wanted to actually run this by Grok and see what he thought. For example, if the U.S. government were to hypothetically purchase as much XRP as they presently own in gold, what would Grok think? What impact would this one issue alone have on the price of XRP? This doesn't include anything else related to cross-border payments or anything else, isn't it? Thus, it is evident that the U.S. government has around $653 billion worth of gold in total. Therefore, in order to determine how much XRP the government could purchase with that, the only thing you need to do is divide the current price of XRP by the entire value of gold. After that, you will receive 270 billion XRP. And the sum of 270 billion XRP is enormous. Looking at the reasonable price range based on that, we can see that if they were to buy that much XRP, the price might rise to between $11 and $20 per token, which is $653 billion. According to how quickly they buy the tokens. For instance, if they all do it at once, there would undoubtedly be an extremely severe liquidity constraint, which will have a considerably greater influence on prices. However, they presumably won't do that only to avoid having that much of an impact on the markets. However, that's crazy all the same. On the basis of that alone, we may raise the price of each token to $20. Additionally, if adoption occurs, the settlement could range from $50 to $100. Of course, we're witnessing things like bank transfers, the adoption of XRP, and other significant developments. At the extreme case, as we can see at the upper bound, a $1,000 plus XRP is only achievable with global reserve status or debt schemes. However, these are not grounded in the realities of the modern economy and would obviously necessitate significant reforms. Indeed, it is feasible to achieve consistent growth and reach $100 XRP in this scenario. Senator Cynthia Loomis stated that they will try to begin doing this for Bitcoin within the next 5 years. Naturally, they will also employ further tactics for other cryptocurrencies. All things considered, I believe that there are a lot of extremely optimistic things happening for XRP and that the U.S. government will be going above and beyond in the long run to make sure that the cryptocurrency markets perform exceptionally well.